This is how to get someone completely obsessed with you. You will be all they think about. Now, I want to put a little bit of a warning on this because some of these methods are extremely powerful and strong. So I want to give you the top tips on how to make this happen safely. What we speak can become spells, and we don't want to manipulate anything because that could be bad. So I'm going to show you how to do it safely and effectively without having a creeper come in. And the way that I found out that these work is a little bit by trial and error. I needed to get out of my own way, which most of us have so many thoughts coming through our minds, so many different beliefs that we grew up thinking that are probably not true, but they're buried in our subconscious. So I needed to remove part of myself. How do I want my life to look? How do I want my life to feel? My ego would not let me desire things because maybe I didn't feel worthy of it, because maybe I was afraid of judgments from others. I didn't want to get shamed again. This could potentially be a very strong reason why your manifestations are not coming in. We want to turn whatever's repelling into becoming extremely radiant and magnetizing. And this is how you do it. You're going to be on their mind and you're going to be so attractive to them from the inside out. Your energy, your aura, they're not going to stop thinking about you. You can even get an ex to come around again, if that's what you want. What you feel, think, and believe about yourself is true, and what you think, feel, and believe other people think, feel, and believe about you is also true. So all we have to do is just change it. It's simple, but not always that easy. The number one thing that I do to help me remove my ego so I can really dive into my spirit and get the feelings of what I want and understand that the beliefs that are hidden down deep aren't true, and that I'm able and capable to have anything that I want, and so are you. I take gummies every now and then when I need to, when I'm meditating, or to sleep. And I use these by Moonwalker. They've got all different kinds. You gotta be 21. A little bit goes a long way, a little corner of it. And that will relax me enough for me to be okay, to go get the information that I need, to listen, because my mind is being calmed and it can finally shut off and the truth can surface. That's the number one thing that I do is I take a little gummy. I need these little tools to shut the chaos up. If you want to have a different experience of your life or how people are treating you or viewing you, especially your specific person, if they're not paying attention to you, you've got to detach the energy from them for a minute and really focus on how do you want people to view you? How do you want to view yourself versus how are you viewing yourself? Because all that can be changed, but we got to go inside to change the energy of it. All these fears have to be dissipated, and things like that help. When it comes to manifesting, we attract who we are, who we're being, who we're showing up as, the frequency of that person stepping into that frequency and that energy to meet the desire. And the desires are up here and the illnesses are down here. Anything negative, anxiety, worry, they vibrate down here. So if we're worried about something, we're playing down here in this field and doesn't feel good. The things that we want are up here at the party. The champagne bubbles, the sparkles, they're up here. And what vibrates up here is bliss, excitement, fun, love, authenticity, and just simplicity. The feelings that you get inside, that's your GPS of where you're going. What am I attracting? Well, how am I feeling? Would I want to date myself? Am I giving off that energy of being extremely magnetic? Or am I giving off a shy, fearful, timid, reserved, blocked? What can come through this? People don't want to rub up against porcupines. They want to rub up against silk, calming energy. A bridge to gap the fun and the money and the love that's up here when sometimes life has us down here. We need the bridge, and I'm going to show you how to get that bridge. So we start by number one, using some sort of tool. Maybe you need it, maybe you don't. I certainly do. I like to feel that euphoric feeling. I like to feel that calming feeling. Number two is looking at yourself in a mirror. When was the last time you looked at yourself in the mirror? Most people hide from mirrors. Loving yourself in the mirror, because if you're yelling at yourself in the mirror and you're screaming at yourself in the mirror, what is that image doing back to you? That's how life is. If we're angry and we're screaming inside, that's what life is going to be vibrating back at us. It's going to reflect that. If we want life to be nicer or kinder or more abundant or more generous, then we have to do that. It's the mirror of us. So whatever you're doing in the mirror, whatever that reflection is doing back to you, it starts with you to change first. Because if you all of a sudden stop screaming at yourself in the mirror or being angry at yourself in the mirror and you go neutral and start bringing this loving kissy face, oh, I love you so much, you're so beautiful, you're so kind, I love being you, I love your eyes, then that image is going to do that same thing back to you and reflect love and reflect kindness. It's going to be a calming feeling. Want them obsessing over you, you have to obsess over yourself first. So how do you get there? Because that could be a little vulnerable. That's why that helps, because it helps you get into that state. Obsessing and loving yourself first and fully is the radiant magnetic barrier that then is going to go out into the world and line up with that person. Instead of their back to you, they'll be turning around all energetically. You don't even have to move. Let them come to you. If you're ready to do this and you want to amplify the results, this is what you're going to do. For the next 3 days, you're going to make best friends with that mirror, and you are going to obsess over yourself. You're going to pull all your energy back. Anyone that you've been pining over, anyone that you've been upset over, you're calling all that energy back, filling yourself up first. You're going to imagine all of your energy is coming back into you. Goddesses don't chase, and goddesses do not eat crumbs. It's your energy that's going to be speaking. It will be extremely vulnerable, and it might even feel weird to make friends with the mirror, like actually looking at your eyes in the mirror, but it is so powerful. This will change your life for the better. This is when opportunities just show up. This is when doors open. This is when exes just show up. This is when that text message and that date that you've been pining over finally come in. And then it's up to you